Hello and welcome to our Liberty International WOW Mobile studios here in Mid-Wilshire. Today I've got a very exciting audience. I've got Mr. Randy Jeffers and Mr. John Shaw here. Today we're going to talk about the trainer's trainer, and what's so exciting about this is the future of companies are the decisions we make today. And if there is a team in place to help you grow your organization and know what to do in that first 24 hours, that first 48 hours, that first week, that first month with your team and with your new recruits, it's going to be a game changer. And today, living with social media and conversational marketing, the whole key is to live transparent. And the only place you can hide anymore is in the public. One of the things I'm saying this for is Mr. Randy Jeffers, who's going to talk to you now about the Trainers program, is really got a vision for what this is. Being able to have the best of the best, share the information with the whole company, company-wide. Whatever's working here, wherever the challenges are, how do we best get after to change the goals? And Randy, I want to welcome you to the studio today. Welcome.
Well, thank you, Bill. You know, this is the most incredible industry that I could ever imagine being a part of. You know, this network marketing industry is just so incredible. And I tell people all the time, if you could be around the greatest people in the world, you'd be around the people I'm around on a day in and day out basis. And you know, I have so many wonderful people around that I get to fall in love with, and there is no one that I love more than John Shaw. And I'll tell you, he is the Liberty corporate trainer. He heads up that department, and he means so much to me personally, and also to the company. And it's so important that when somebody gets involved with us, that they know that they're going to have the tools to go out and accomplish their dreams, because that's what it's about. It's about them accomplishing something special for their lives. You know, Liberty is getting to be a big company now, and a lot of people are getting on board. But that's not why this company was founded. This was founded for each and every one of us individually, so that regular people could get involved and have some great things happen to them. And so we don't all come to the party with the same skills. Some of us, you know, some of us might even have a hard time just looking at somebody in the eye. You know, I mean, think about getting up in front of a big group and talking to them. My goodness, every time I do that, I still, my legs start shaking. You know, it's scary. And so there's a lot of things that sometimes we need a little bit of help with. And so John Shaw is the perfect person for that, and I could never say enough about him.
Well, you know, the great thing about John Shaw today is he is really the trainer's trainer. And his vision to support everybody in the company and every leader is to train the trainers. Because if you're a team and you know how to identify the skill sets in your team and you know how to lead, that means you had a good leader. Tiger Woods has a golf coach. I mean, if you look at anybody successful has a coach in their life. John Shaw today out of Texas is the trainer's trainer for Liberty International and WOW Mobile. I want to introduce John here in the studio. John, welcome today.
Thank you very much, Bill.
This is so exciting. You and I had a great deal of time talking together, but just meeting you, it came together. We talked so much on the phone, but meeting you here in the studios in Los Angeles today. You know, John, tell everybody about how your basic program, you were telling me how you love to start people in first gear. When they come to you, generally, they're out all the way out there in sixth gear, and they're wondering why they keep staggering before they start. Tell us about your first gear model.
Well, I tell you what, Bill, it started a long time ago, about 11 years, when I met this guy named Randy Jeffers. And when I decided to get involved in the company, he told me one thing that stuck, and he says, John, train your people. And so what I did is I started doing weekly trainings for my people. I mean, I'm learning from the best there is in the business. And as I started training those people, more and more people got on the training. And then all of a sudden, Mr. Jeffers came to me and says, John, let's do a corporate training for everybody in the company. And that's how it morphed. And you know, it goes beyond that, though. It's not just the training that we do, the training we do, Liberty 101, 201, 301, the basic kind of training. And it's not just the training that we do every single Saturday with the founder, Mr. Randy Jeffers. It has to do with the one-on-one. One of the things, and I told you this earlier, Bill, one of the things that I absolutely love doing is helping new people. And what better job could you ever have? This is a people helping people business, and I have one of the greatest jobs in the business by training and helping new people. They call me a frustration buster, and with that, it's a great label, because frustration leads to confusion, it leads to anger, and I'm somebody that they can all go to.
You're going to hear more on our calls, and you'll hear John every week. He's leading these calls, and when he walked in the studio this morning, I just wanted to salute. There he was. You knew he's in the house. You can feel a leader. And I just knew immediately he was the guy. And I just came together the story. But his background in the military, he knows there's got to be structure. It's not just because you have a question, get to the CEO, Randy Jeffers. The teams are in place to get to the people in your field leadership, get to your upline, get to John Shaw. There's nothing he can't answer. If there is, we're going to put a team together. We're going to answer these questions. There's a committee put together to answer these questions. But you'll be seeing these trainings out in the field. You'll be seeing these weekly and monthly videos. You'll be hearing the conference calls. You'll go into your back office and see the tools available. You're going to see the team velocity out there in the field. You'll be seeing the personal branding being built. You'll be seeing these videos come to you in a viral nature. Pass them forward. Go to people's sites. Go to their Facebook sites. You're going to see a lot of this happen. And acknowledge them. Say, hey, I'm really supporting you today. Or, hey, I got a question. Or, hey, could we have a conference call about this subject? Write down your questions. Just don't call your upline every day with a onesie, twosie question. Make a list of questions and get a committee. But most of all, know to build a team of trainers. Train your trainers. Mr. John Shaw's in the house to train the trainers. We have the people in the field. We have the systems in place. You're going to see the team velocity. You're going to see the corporate sites with these questions answered for you. And today, Randy, tell us just a little bit about your vision on how a person can go into the back office or go into their personal distributor's back office and grab these tools. Tell them on these support tools we put together today.
Well, we have so many wonderful things and so many great things that we're working on now and things to come. But as I mentioned earlier, that this business just has the greatest people in the world in it. But sometimes there's people that get involved in this business that have a different kind of philosophy. And sometimes, there's an old saying, you just go out and recruit everybody you can, sort of like throwing mud against the wall. Some stick, some don't. I don't believe in that. I'll tell you, that is such a bad way of thinking. See, I believe that if you bring somebody into an opportunity, and I don't care if it's a church or an organization or whatever it is, but especially if it's in Liberty, if you bring somebody into this opportunity, you have an obligation to do whatever it takes to help that person become successful. See, these are people's dreams and their lives. This is not something just to be trifled with. We have an obligation to help that person accomplish what it is that they want to accomplish. And that's what I love about what John's doing, because John is putting together all these pieces so that when you get involved with us, you'll have the tools that you need to go out and make that great success that you want to have happen in your life.
The key to this that's so important is the military has, we don't leave our buddies behind. And that's so critical. I want to build an organization. I'm not going to quit. When I recruit someone in, I'm going to make sure they get 1,000 people in the organization before I go on. I'm not just going to put the numbers through. I'm going to build the people. If I brought them the opportunity and they agreed to it, we do it together. And that to me is so unique about this company, Liberty International and WOW Mobile, which is the subsidiary of Liberty International. It's one of their brands and products. You'll learn more in the further videos. I want to thank Mr. Randy Jeffers and Mr. John Shaw for coming to the studios today. You'll hear more from us. Stay tuned. We'll get back to you. Again, thanks so much. My name's Bill Ganz, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.